Girl,
Everybody
it's packed out here tonight.
Please follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Hey. Hello. Hello, Chuck. Stop
playing.
it.
I'm not
Stop
playing
it.
with
Keep your lashes on. Let's keep it cute. Stop it.
I think my lashes are stuck. Oh, they're not stuck. Okay. So we're here, guys.
Oh my God. We were just popping it for Pimp earlier.
This is a hard episode for me. When somebody leaves you, you have to figure out who you are once they go. And somebody's leaving. They're happy about it. I don't understand how. But
it's me, guys. I'm somebody. I'm the one that is. I'm transitioning into a different city.
So what are you, like 5 hours away now? What, the next state?
2 hours.
Where you live now?
2 hours.
Minnesota? Where are you going?
Canada.
Where? Yeah. Italy? France?
I wish. That would be nice.
Where are you going? Chicago?
The tourist capital of the world right now. Right now it is Corpus Christi. And the reason being because I plan on moving out of state.
What?
I didn't tell you that.
Well, you kind of.
And I would like to spend a significant amount of time at home with my family because I haven't been able to do that in a long time. And you know, I want to be with my family. And my best friend has young kids that, you know, they're growing, and I want to see their milestones. I want to be a part of their lives. So
just fuck Recovering Party Girls is what you're saying.
It's not. That's like
wow.
not.
I thought after 95 episodes, we started this show off as acquaintances, and I thought we were friends.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Wow.
You know.
Oh, we had another camera. Wow.
But no, I just, you know, it's once we get into the podcast, I will share my story as to my reasoning and my logic behind why I'm leaving.
It's not money?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, so you remember when that girl called you Miss Cool, not so Adrianna, not cool. Adrianna, not so cool.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, so this episode is gonna clearly be different. It's called Recovering from Adrianna, and not in like a bad way, as in like this is like her. We're taping right now. This is her last night in Houston, which thank you for spending it with me.
You're welcome. Be blessed. And stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop!
Okay. Not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it. Take a deep breath. I'm right here, Ebony. I'm right fucking here. Ebony! Oh my God. You're so silly.
Why am I so emotional? I've been crying for a week. This is so stupid.
Oh my God.
I'm harassing her with my tears. Okay, but anyway, so this episode's called Recovering from Adrianna because we're just gonna have like a candid discussion about. I did as I'm crying. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation about like leaving and going back home because it's a lot of like. We're just gonna jump into the episode. Okay, so Adrianna is actually my Woman Crush Wednesday because, of course, this episode is about her, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I be ready to cry all the time. I'm an emotional, like I'm a mean girl who cries a lot. Like it's ridiculous, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Thank you for doing this podcast with me. I'm saying it that way because I don't want to cry.
Stop it. You're gonna make me cry. Stop.
No.
Just okay. It's okay.
Is she coming to stay with me on the 18th of next month? Well, that's She's literally gonna be in Houston on the 18th, and I'm still crying like I'm never gonna see her again.
Stop.
But no, so I mean, but honestly, Adrianna's really my woman crush Wednesday because like I moved to Houston, I didn't know anyone, and randomly you meet people. I was bartending, so I met like a lot of people bartending, but we randomly connected over. I think I think we told the story before. It was Beyonce's 7-Eleven, and now that I look back at that video, it's the randomness of that video of them actually just being in a penthouse and dancing is literally like the baseline of who me and Adrianna are together. We literally, I say this all the time. Yeah, I told Adrianna before. If I have to be in the house with a person, they'd be like, you have to be in the house 24 hours with a person. I will always choose Adrianna because at least 9 of them hours is going to be us going through YouTube. like us together in a house is never a problem with me because we have a good time. We got 9 hours on YouTube. We're going to do at least 2.5 hours of Dream Girls. That's going to last 5 hours because we got to replace some parts. And, I can honestly say, I wouldn't use the word strangers, but I asked her to do this podcast as an acquaintance. And I would like to think, for me personally, that as this podcast has went on, you became a real friend. And I know you're happy about your movement. And I know, and I will say this again, me and Adrian live 10 minutes away, and we still can manage to take every week or every other week. But I'm gonna miss knowing you were, and with that being said, Adrianna lives behind the taco place I like. So when I go to the taco place, I'll ask her to come. So just know I'm genuinely I'm gonna miss knowing your presence isn't here. And that's not me being super ridiculous and emotional, because I am.
Stop.
But I am.
I'm still alive. Golly.
That was like your eulogy. I really just gave you a eulogy.
Still fucking alive.
I gave you a eulogy. I'm just so.
That's sweet. Thank you.
No, but I am. So, and I'm saying all of this, y'all, and she's really gonna be in my house in
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. So ignore my dramatics. So. But so that is why she is my woman crush Wednesday, because
thank you.
When this show originally started, I needed help with the website. She charged me too much, but neither here nor there. We're here.
I'm charging you the appropriate price.
No, it was definitely too fucking much. But we're here. And you guys got a podcast. Out of me needing a website, you guys got a podcast.
Amen.
Okay. And I'm not gonna cry yet. I was literally sending her Carl Thomas. I'm emotional.
Yes, you was.
And I sent her to me, the one missing you. I really harassed her yesterday.
Bitch, I'm still fucking here.
Oh my God. And so y'all check the IG stories tomorrow because it's going to be filled with songs of me being depressed that she's leaving. And I kind of want her to text me when she's leaving so I can send her the perfect song that she drives.
Oh my God.
I don't understand the problem.
Oh my God.
My appreciation.
I know, but you know what? Be you, Ebony. And that's the beautiful thing about you, is that you're gonna be you, and I accept that. So I accept
that you're gonna be ridiculous.
I accept you're gonna be really ridiculous. You're gonna send me playlists and songs and sad songs.
So that's that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cry no more.
No
I'm gonna cry tomorrow, but I'm gonna try not to cry anymore through this episode.
No worries. It's okay.
But so we're here. So what is it? So okay, we already know Adrian's leaving. So what is it? Does it I always felt like if I had to go back home, like when I first got here, right? I thought I had to make it because it felt like if I did not. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I didn't cut my refrigerator off because y'all about to hear a buzz. Sorry. You hear it? It is no, because I didn't unplug it. Sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. The table's like got me trapped in. Just pull it out. Sorry, y'all. If we keep the podcast people, fuck y'all. But people who watching, if you keep my refrigerator on, you hear the buzz within the podcast. But either way, when I first moved here, so I moved here with a roommate. Mm-hmm. Well, we weren't. She hadn't moved here yet, so I moved first. And then, just life happens within that first, couple of months. Mm-hmm. And so I remember her telling me, well, maybe you should just come home. And coming home at that very moment felt like failure to me. Defeat. And, no. Mm-hmm. What do you mean, come home? Mm-hmm. I literally, we talked about this on the podcast, I'm born and raised, I'm a Floridian. Mm-hmm. Y'all will not have me, and I drove the first, of course I had stuff, so I drove. And I remember her just so quickly saying, come home. Mm-hmm. And it felt genuinely like failure to me. So, I wonder, I don't know if that's how it will feel at this very moment, but do you feel like it's failure for you?
No, it doesn't feel like failure to me. I've lived in Houston for almost 15 years. When I was younger, I would never even thought of moving back to Corpus. I always thought that Houston was going to be the place for me. Even when I lived in Dallas and I moved back, I always thought Houston was going to be the place that I would, essentially get married and have kids and raise my children. But when my grandmother passed in March, that's when things just got weird. Do
you think you're still grieving too?
I'm very much grieving. There are times where there's certain songs I can't listen to that I used to listen to. There's pictures that I look at that there are days where I'm okay.
How long has it been?
So it's March. So we are in August. So it's been 5 months.
Yeah, and grief is a process, and I was just asking, but grief is a process, and I don't think you get I don't think you don't heal. I think it becomes your new normal.
Yeah,
that's my take on it.
And that is what I'm experiencing is a new normal, because even though she was, relatively old, and she was in her early 80s, that was like my second mother. There was not a day from my infancy to 20 years old that I didn't speak to her. I didn't talk, I didn't see her. If I was in Corpus, she was a part of my routine, so not having that is it's hard. And then, this quarantine and this coronavirus and shit, and just being by myself has really made it even harder.
Do you think, not that you were defeated, do you think you just were like, all right, I'm tired of fighting? Because you know what I mean? Sometimes,
yes and no. See, yes and no. I'm tired, but I also know that regardless of what it is perceived or what people's perception of me is, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God. I was raised in the church. I believe that Jesus rose on the third day. I believe in all of that.
Come on, third day.
And I have a very close relationship with God. And I know that what I've said to him was that come hell or high water, whatever it is that you want for my life, that's what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, I don't know what it's going to be. I know that this is what's been placed on my heart. I know that this is what I'm good at. I know all of this stuff, but I don't know exactly how this, I don't know how it materializes, but I know come hell or high water, I want what God wants for me. Mm-hmm. I don't want what I want for me because obviously I make horrible choices.
You don't know shit.
I make horrible choices.
I'm saying the nigga I wanted that God put him out. I want him. Jesus.
I want that man. But that's not the man that God has in. No, that's
I came to Jesus. Jesus.
I want him. But God
we
said
together,
no.
Jesus.
But
Why would
God
you do this?
said no.
And when Jesus says
Amen,
no,
honey.
no man can say yes. When Jesus says no, no man can say yes.
Exactly. So
why would you do that, Jesus?
Like, you know, but
Jesus.
It took me a long time to really like come to terms with that mindset. Like, but I always said it. Whatever you want for me, that's what I want for me. I don't want. Well, I don't want for me what I want for me.
Well, Jesus, can we meet halfway?
I don't even want to meet halfway. It's not about meeting halfway. I want what God wants for me.
Your spiritual journey is so beautiful. Jesus, can we meet halfway? Cause some shit I want.
I don't want.
It's some shit I want. You will get
I don't want what. I don't want what I want because obviously I don't choose correctly. I have bad taste.
You have bad taste.
I have bad taste.
Jesus, I thought my sex was good.
I just like. When my grandmother passed, and it was like maybe April, and the restaurant closed, and I felt such a relief because I've said it on the podcast that the restaurant was a big contributor to a lot of the stress that I had.
You know, I never seen it for that restaurant. Okay. You know, I never seen it for them.
Like the restaurant was a contributor to a lot of the stress that. For me, because it just sucked the life out of me. And
listen, I don't like users and off the record, on the record, because we on the record, but off the record.
It just
on the record because we off the
life
on the record.
It sucked the life out of me. That
on the record, but off the record. But I'm not speaking for Adrianna either. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
That was such a stressful environment. And the fact that it was solely dependent on
my spirit didn't like it.
I couldn't even go on vacation. I couldn't celebrate Thanksgiving with my family without these people contacting me.
Spirit didn't like it. Whose spirit never liked it?
I couldn't do anything. It's just like I couldn't have an off day. It was always an issue with something.
Whose spirit never liked it?
And it was a lot. But
my spirit never liked it.
In hindsight, I learned a lot about business. I learned about running a business.
Who overall spirit didn't like it though?
A lot of people's overall spirit didn't like it. But yes.
Spirit didn't like it.
So contributing with that and, you know, everything else, I just literally woke up one morning and I started crying. I was crying profusely, and I just asked God what... And God knows me, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the Most High at all. But in my frustration and in my time of bereavement, I said, God, what the fuck? What in the entire fuck?
You cussed at Jesus?
God knows my heart. God knows I was frustrated. God knows I was frustrated. I woke up, I started crying, and I said,
Jesus?
I said, God, what in the entire fuck? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do?
Do you say that directly to Jesus?
I said it into the atmosphere.
So
I didn't
Jesus.
say it directly to him.
But it's Jesus.
Shut up!
Wow, you cuss out Jesus. Wow.
So
Most High.
And again, I was crying profusely, and this quiet little voice said, "Go home."
Who you said fuck to? Oh.
Shut up.
Because I thought you would be like a little voice saying, "Who you saying fuck to?"
No. Okay. This quiet little voice said, "Go home." But then, in my right mind, I said, "Go home, like I am home." And then I heard it again, "Go home."
Oh, not to the gates, to Corpus.
And then I was like, "Go to Corpus?"
Girl, I thought you meant the gates.
No. So then I was just like, okay. So I prayed on that, and I said, and it was the first time in almost 15 years where I was just like, maybe I should go back home. My lease is up in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on unemployment.
Mm-hmm. A blessing.
And so I was just like, okay. So I was just like, okay. So then
unemployment. Time out. Anybody who's on unemployment, if you want to make a, I moved to Houston on unemployment. Listen, if you're on unemployment and you need to like reevaluate your life, honestly, this is the time.
Yeah. So I
clear your check, sis, and move.
I said okay. So I dabbled my mom with the idea. Mm-hmm. She didn't really bite like I thought she would.
Okay.
And then any kind of like really major life decision, I always talk to my best friend because she literally is the most she has such a like
sound opinion,
and she's very analytical and she's very logical, and I love that about her. Like I could, whatever my ideas are, she will always kind of be like, okay, well, you can do that if you do X, Y, and Z. So when I told her I'm thinking of moving, because at first, my first thoughts were, I don't want to, so I talked to my brother. Backtrack. I talked to my brother, and he's just like, move to Phoenix. Move to Phoenix with me. You don't have to worry about shit. Just move to Phoenix. And I was just like,
if I move to Phoenix with your brother, do I have to worry about shit?
Shut the fuck up. So when I told him that I was thinking about,
that was the way you
shut up. So
if I move to Phoenix,
shut up. Let me finish.
No, it's just a simple question. If I move to Phoenix, do I have to worry about my bills?
When I was contemplating this move, I talked to him about it. He said, at first he said, come to Phoenix. And I was just like, if I move out of state, I'm missing this. I'm missing a lot of things. I'm missing,
the lesson.
I'm missing my best friend's kids. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I'm missing family. I'm just missing stuff.
You're missing the lesson though, too.
And I don't want to do that. And so he was just like, okay, well, you going to stay in Houston? And I was like, well, maybe I'll stay in Houston. So then I was looking up, like, rooms to rent. And then I was thinking, like, no, I don't want to fucking rent no rooms because I don't want to fucking, like, I don't want to rent rooms with people I don't know. So I was just turned off by that. So when I finally talked to my best friend about it, she was just like, well, if you move back to Corpus, you can move with me. She was like, you don't have to worry about nothing. She was just like, I'll help you. Like, you'll save money. We'll help you raise your credit score. Like, we'll figure everything out.
Come on, raise a credit score.
And she was just like, like, it's cool. Like, she was like, it's like, Madison is her oldest daughter. And this girl has been begging me to come live with them forever. And so she was just like, girl, you are so welcome here. It's like not even a question. You just tell me when you want to move. And so I was like, let me think about it. Because that's a lot. Because you got kids, you got a lot of shit going on. Like, what the fuck? And you got a lot of shit going on. So I prayed upon it. And again, that same thing. Go home. Go home. And for the first time in like 15 years, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go back fucking home. I'm going to go home. And when I told her, she was just like, girl, I thought you were already committed to that. I didn't tell her that I was going to actually move. I was just saying.
But she already thought, like, she had it in her plans.
Yeah, so she was just like, girl, I thought she already said that she was going to do that. So I was just like, okay. So, I was still like with the restaurant, entangled with the restaurant, and when I told him, I'm gonna be leaving, his whole like demeanor and how his attitude towards me changed. And I remember somebody telling me, like, they made a prophecy over me, and they told me that you're about to do something that a lot of people aren't going to agree with.
What?
And
They're
they're
talking
going
about
to... No.
Wow. Wow.
So that's what he told me. He said you're going to do a lot of things. You're going to make a choice that, no, bitch. He said you're going to make a choice that for your life that is going to be beneficial to you, but a lot of people are not, that are close to you, are not going to agree with.
Wow. It's so
and,
crazy.
And at the time, I was just like, well, I mean, who wouldn't agree with me being happy? But, you know, whatever. And he was just like, no, some people are not going to agree with. They're going to try to convince you not to leave. And when I told the owner of the restaurant, he tried to convince me not to leave. You know, he tried to offer me more money and all this other stuff. And it wasn't really about the money. It was just the fact that I feel like I've just been spinning. I feel like I've just been working to pay bills. I've been working to keep a roof over my head. I've been working to keep my car note. I've been working to keep insurance. I've just been working to work. And I've acquired a lot of skills, but I haven't been happy. Because I've just been working, and then I've been working for people that abuse the fact that I'm a good worker and the fact that I'm going to show up to work even when I'm sick, I'm tired, I don't all of those things that like make a shitty employee. Mm-hmm. That's not me. Because I'm going to show up to work, and this person knew that, and it was almost like the attitude just changed overnight. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm on the right path, because I know that if I say that I'm tired and I need a break and I can't do this shit anymore, a person's going to be like, okay, I understand you. Like, it's not about trying to convince me to like, no, like I'm dead ass tired. It's not about money. It's not about like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I can pay my rent. I've always been able to pay my rent. I've always been able to pay my car note. I've always been able to pay my bills. But I'm tired. I'm tired of working just to work. I'm tired of working just to come home and get up to go to work for somebody else the next day. Like, this is not my passion. It's not it. Like, I can do so much more. I can offer the world so much more, and I'm not utilizing my talents. And I'm tired. I have been beat the fuck up. Like, I'm a nice person, like, and unfortunately I've allowed people to abuse that. I've allowed people to run over me. I've allowed people to abuse the fact that, like, I am a nice person. I'm a giving person. I give to people. I give to people more than I should. People that don't necessarily give back to me. Like, I that's just me. Like, I'm a forgiving person. I forgive people that have done me wrong, that don't even deserve to be in my company. Mm-hmm. I still break bread with them, because that's just my nature. Like, I am a good person, and I'm tired. I just want to be with my family, and being in Houston and just like, this is just not the environment for me. And so, like, I'm just tired. I'm spiritually tired. I'm emotionally tired. I'm mentally tired. Physically tired. Like, I am tired. I want to be able to save money. I want to be able to celebrate friends' weddings and not worry about, like, if I'm going to have money left over. Like, I want to celebrate. I want to go on trips. Like, I'm tired of, like, saying I have to work. I have missed out on so much shit. On baby showers, on weddings, on graduations. Like, my youngest brother's graduation. Like, just shit that I feel like I should have been there for the fact that I said I can't do it because I have to work. I don't want to be like that.
But do you think now it's time for you to get out of bartending? Because a bit of... So, when I came to Houston, I was on unemployment, and then I heard a radio station ad about learn how to bartend ABC. And I was just like, I drink enough. I could bartend. And I started bartending. The problem too with bartending, there is no like, it's no benefits to bartending.
It's not.
So when I first moved to Houston, I didn't do nothing because the thought of going home was the thought of me missing money. So if I go home for Thanksgiving, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I come back on Monday. I just now missed Thursday, well, Wednesday night because
that's Thanksgiving Eve, which is the busiest night of the year.
Listen, people love to be out right before they have to. People love to be out right before family events. So now I'm missing that. Okay, Thursday they might be shut down, might not, but Thursday might be shut down. But Friday, everybody's tired of being with family. So now, or their thing to do with family is drink. So now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but now I'm with my family. So a lot of money is missing. When you bartend and you're a server, a lot of money goes missing on big events, especially if you're not from your city. Like I'm not from here. I'm not from Houston. So I miss a lot of money because the thought of going home would have put me in a sinkhole. And you know, I think maybe I don't know. It's a weird space to be in.
It is a weird space.
You miss a lot. And it's not like that you're a workaholic. It's like if I do not work,
I don't eat.
I
don't eat. Yeah, if I don't work, I don't eat. I can't pay a bill.
And I know a lot of times on this podcast or in life, I sound very spoiled. But when I first originally moved to Houston, like right after that, my mom had lost her job. So, and not lost her job, she got laid off. They were doing like moves and stuff. So I was a person who always depended on my mom. My mom would float my shit. But when that happened, I moved to Houston. That happened in maybe like 6 months to a year. I moved to Houston. That was like the first time I had to depend on myself. And I never knew what it felt like to not have somebody be like, well, I need this. So when that happened for me, bartending is a struggle. It's like, I remember working like 18 days in a row just to cover my bills. Like literally to just cover my bills. And I remember days where rent was due on the 1st and it's the 25th and I still ain't had it. And I was like asking my coworkers, can I work their shifts just to make sure I can cover my rent? I went through it was a hella bad time when I first moved to Houston. And that's coming from a girl who really came from the suburbs, hella spoiled, but like my mom, like I said, like she wasn't there. So, it's hard. Like people don't really want to have conversations about what it feels like to be a kid. Because essentially, you're a kid in these streets. You're a kid when you're in your 20s, mid-20s. It's a lot to be a kid in your 20s trying to figure out bills. It's a lot when you figured out bills, but then you've been like fighting or making sure you kept everything going for X amount of years. It's tiring.
It is, and I'm tired.
And I didn't even do it for that long.
No, like I'm tired, but the thing is, my parents never did shit for me. They would give me money here and there, $50 to $100 here and there, but for the most part, my mother, I can't. If anything, I gave my mother money. If anything, I sent my dad money. My parents didn't do nothing for me. It was all me. Like, I didn't have that cushion. I didn't have that. So I knew from the gate that I didn't have that net. I didn't have it at all. And that's why I just always just was just like hell-bent. Like, if I have to have 5 jobs, and that's what the fuck I'll do. Which I did have at one point, and I drove my fucking self crazy. I just, but it got to a point to where it came to a head. And I had to look at myself in the mirror. Like, is this the life that I'm really trying to live?
Like,
is this it? Is this it? Is this the light? Is this life? No, this is not life. This is not what I want. I can do so much.
Because I genuinely, a couple of days ago, I asked Adrianna, like, not what she needed to say here, but
it's not monetary.
And that's what I realized. Like, it's not and it wasn't on me. It was just like, okay, so
it's not monetary. Because if it was, I would. I mean, my apartments, they ready to work with me on lowering my rent.
Can I have your apartment?
But I don't.
You can let me get your apartment. You did that.
But I don't. But I've already put in my notice. I've been putting my notice.
If they double back and was like, "Hey, girl," I could have, "Hey, girls."
No, but I've already written in my notice. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
You know what? That's what it is. I cried about you leaving and you didn't even care. And now I could have said to
confirm.
Wow, I just confirmed how people ain't shit. Wow, you wasted my tears, you bitch.
But now, like, it's not monetary. It's the fact that I am really tired. I'm tired.
Okay. What? Okay, so to make this a not so depressing podcast,
it's reality.
It is reality.
It's not depressing. It's reality. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that work to cover their roof over their head, their bills, but they're not living their true passion.
People stay because they don't want to go home,
or they just don't want to go home.
Go home,
like.
Honestly, you remember Ashanti video? Oh,
you gotta go home.
No, it's not Ashanti.
It's the Murder Inc.
No, what's the movie you said that's your favorite? Goodfellas. They always be like, you gotta go home. You
gotta go home sometimes. Like I said, 6 months ago, like before my grandma, like February, I would say February. If you would have said, "Hey, Adrianna, you're probably gonna move back home," I'd be like, "No, the fuck I'm not. Now I'm finna get this money and I'm finna make it happen."
Money.
But once my grandmother passed, life was put into perspective for me. Like, okay, we only get one life, and I want my eulogy to be as powerful as my grandmother's eulogy was. The people who spoke at my grandmother's funeral, she lived her life. She dedicated her life to her family. She dedicated her life to her children and her grandkids, and she made an impact on the community. I had people reaching out to me that I've never really even spoke to, talking about, "I know how much your grandmother meant to you. I can't believe..." My dad's second wife, who tried to fight me and called me a little bitch when I was 17 years old, reached out to me and said, "Yo, I know how much your grandmother meant to you, and I'm so sorry for your loss." Like, that's crazy. Like, that's big. I know that's big. And that was big for me because I ain't spoke to this woman in a I ain't spoke to her in a while. So for, like, that just, like, to me, it's just...
You just, for me, and bless your grandma. And bless my Sue. Haley, well, Lee don't listen to the show, thank God. But everybody needs to do their best in their life. Every eulogy isn't going to be the same. Every spiritual journey isn't the same. Every journey isn't the same. For me, I know it sounds weird, but I like, even though this show is ridiculous sometimes, and I realize we say bitches and females a lot. And people don't like that.
What, bitches?
And females. Who the fuck?
Oh, people are just sensitive.
Yeah, who? What? Somebody explain to me why female. Well, I see why they say bitches. Somebody said we talk like niggas. And I was just like, wow.
Well, we are niggas.
Well, we do say female and niggas. Okay.
I have a lot of energy in me.
Anyways, what I do like about life is I don't think everybody's eulogy needs to be the same. I think think the I was here.
I was here.
Yeah, I think the I was here moment isn't necessarily what my grandma's gonna be for me. Like my grandma was here and she did some stuff that was here. I kind of enjoy the fact that I live in a space where I didn't have to be that person. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I want my funeral to be Adrianna and all my friends kind of coming up and be like, Eddie was a mess, but XYZ. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like that's the beauty in life. So, not that you have to walk into your grandma's footsteps.
No, I'm not walking into her footsteps. No, I'm not walking into her footsteps.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I will have all the... Well,
no, I'm not...
If you die before me, can I speak at your eulogy, though?
No, I don't want my grandmother...
No, why can I... Why you laugh?
I'm not...
You laugh? You gotta speak at your fucking eulogy.
No, because...
Wow,
because you made two statements in one comment. So, you made two statements.
Okay, so side your grandma, but
no.
If I happen...
you can.
Oh, okay, I can.
Yes, you can. Okay. But no, I'm not trying to
walk in her
footsteps because, one, I'm not trying to be an usher. Because I know me, and I'll cuss you motherfuckers out in church.
Y'all niggas are terrible in church. And you have to wear white shoes when you usher.
And white gloves.
And I don't like them.
And two, I don't have the temperament of my grandmother. I see, I'm a shoot now, ask questions later. Like...
What? What the fuck is going on?
I'm like a shoot now, ask questions later type. So no, I don't have the temperament of my grandmother. I have more of an attitude than my grandmother. I'm more outspoken than my grandmother. I talk back. I don't like shit. Even though my grandmother, I realized that she was a Sagittarius, and I was just like,
I hate them niggas.
Wow!
Oh my god, I hate Sagittarius.
Wow! I didn't know. I just realized she was a fucking Sagittarius.
I was in love with a Sagittarius.
I wish that I would have known more about her personality because that's why we were such kindred spirits because she was a Sagittarius.
Like,
that's my rising.
What's my rising? You always say that. What's my rising? I'm a Taurus.
What's the time of your birth?
Like 10/28.
10/20, like 10/28, or what's the exact time of your birth?
10/28, nigga. Or 32. 10/28.
Bitch, I need the time of your
10/28.
10/28. PM, AM.
PM, nigga.
On May.
No, oh wow, May what? May what? Go with it. Figure it out, you whore. 6, you bitch. Wow.
I knew it.
Why did we do this? Why did we do this? She was running 5.
1986.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna do your assessment.
Apparently, we've been doing this. I cried for nothing.
I feel like you're a Sagittarius, low key.
Oh my god.
I feel like you have the vibes. But anyway,
girl, you got that vibe.
R. Kelly. But anyways, so yeah, so like it's like me deciding to move back to Corpus, and then like I want to spend time with my family because I said, okay, well my lease is up in August. I have August to December to figure out what the fuck I want to do. Mm-hmm. I have August to December to decide where I want to live, what direction I want to go into, and I am grateful that my best friend is taking me in.
Bitch.
I don't have to worry about shit.
Listen, so when you come back to Houston, can you buy me some food?
Yes, I'll take you out to eat.
Yes, of course.
If my brother's still on goddamn...
Claim me, sis.
I'll take you out to eat. No problem. Next time I come in, like... When I come back, I'm gonna take you out to eat. I'm gonna take you out to eat. Listen, I ain't no... Look,
I ain't no cheap bitch.
I ain't no cheap bitch. I'm gonna make sure you're fed. Okay? But yeah, like... I just need that time to really figure out what the fuck I want to do. Like, I want to know what I want to do. I want to know what God has in store for me. And the only way that I feel that I can know what God has in store for me is I go back to my roots.
Got to way back. Did you watch Beyonce? Find my way back.
I gotta find my way back.
I feel like
Simba, when Simba had to go back to,
find my way back. Find my way back.
Simba had to go back to Pride Rock. I gotta go back to Pride Rock.
Find my way back.
I gotta go back to Pride Rock. I'm grown. See, Simba left when he was a baby.
Find my way
I
back.
left when I was a baby.
Wait, hold on. Honey. Find my way back.
I was a baby when I left. So I left when I was 18. So I feel like I'm Simba. And I have to go back to Pride Rock. I got to figure out who the hell I am. And the only way to know who I am is to go back to where I'm from.
What is your okay? So so what's your best Houston memory?
I have several. So I'll say from let's do it in tiers, right? So from the beginning, my best Houston memory from the beginning was when I went to T-Town. I remember I was working at Olive Garden and I met Hard Body Kiati and his cousin. It was when the Hookah came out.
That story just got real random.
So when the Hookah came out, right? Kiati came into Olive Garden and I served him. And at the time, I didn't believe who he was because I didn't believe anybody. And Jay-Z was... It was the Black Album concert or the Black Album tour, and they said they were all at T-Town. The guy, he gave me the flyer for the invite to get into the club, and at the time I was, green. So I'm just like, okay, but then I was like, man, this nigga lying. He lying. So we exchanged numbers. He ended up calling me. He said, hey, concert's over. Jay-Z, he's on his way to T-Town, whatever. And I was like, all right. At the time, I lived right up the street from T-Town. So, literally, by the time I get to the fucking street, the whole street is blocked off. The whole, from a mile radius from the club was blocked off. So I was like, I can't get in. He was like, girl, we're in the club. We're in the VIP with Jay-Z right now. Where you at? Where you at? I was heartbroken, devastated. What's another one? Bumby. We were my friends and I.
So you never never met Jay-Z?
I never met Jay-Z. Needless to say, but I have seen him in concert several times.
I did. Amazing. My first Jay-Z concert was Watch the Throne. It was in Atlanta. And yeah, I didn't pay for it.
Did you watch the Throne?
I did.
Did you throw the diamonds up?
I did.
Did you yell, woo?
I'm a throny, so I did some throne things.
Did he say, security, stand down?
I did some throne things.
Because I remember when he did.
I was in box seats, so...
Oh, you were a boxo.
Box me, sis.
You was a boxo?
Box me. We don't have to relive it, but okay.
Okay.
This is such a stupid show. And do you have anything else to say? Because you don't even want to be here no more at this point.
Oh, shit, no.
But no, so we wanted to give y'all an episode. It's 48 minutes here. We try to give an hour and a half. But fuck it.
I just want you guys to know that I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. All of you guys who do listen.
People think we're not going to do this show no more.
And shout out to Adrianna, makeup and machine guns, I believe. She sent me a teddy bear with a picture of my grandmother and me, which was so sweet. And I... Bitch, you serious? Swear to God. She sent me a message and she was just like, what's your address? And I was like, whoa.
Psycho.
What... at first I was just like, and then she was just like, no, I want to send you. And at first, because I remember, we had joked, a while ago, that she wanted to send me some Taco Bell flavored sunflower seeds.
So stupid.
and So I was just like, girl, I don't want them goddamn sunflower seeds. I said, bitch, I don't want them goddamn sunflower seeds. But no, she sent me, when I got home, it was actually, my neighbor actually received the package and they were outside. And he was just like, hey, you 28, 26. I was like, yeah. And he was just like, I got a package for you that, you know, they dropped off on accident on my stoop. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he gave it to me. And at first I was scared because it's like, who done sent me? Because I totally forgot that she said that she was going to send me something. And because I ended up giving her my address, but I just totally forgot. And when I opened it, I just immediately started crying.
That's so sweet.
And I was just like, oh my God. Like, it's the sweetest thing ever. So thank you. Her name is Adrianna. Thank you so much. She lives in Sacramento, California.
Thank you for listening to this show.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this show.
I don't understand why.
No, but we're relatable. Like we
we're
have
humble brag, bitch.
Humble brag.
Why people listen to the show? Why people listen to the show, sis?
Because we're relatable, we're honest, we're real, and we're not pretending to be something that we're not.
For me, well, thank y'all for listening to the show. But for me personally,
you're a savage.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. No, but honestly, thank y'all for listening. I like to thank y'all for listening to the show, but however, if this show ever becomes like extra popular, when they try to cancel us on social media,
stop saying that.
They're gonna definitely cancel you. You remember that R. Kelly episode? We gotta delete that now.
Girl.
Not even now, but like the one, because you was trying to be the devil's advocate on R. Kelly. Who does that? Devil's advocate? He's a fucking pedo. We're never gonna fucking survive. And I think I kept
Matters
saying
of opinion.
But you know, honestly, I kept saying that was it husky. What I said, husky Hispanics. I'm sorry. Husky, that's so funny. I'm laughing because she laughed. I'm not laughing because husky Hispanics is funny. I'm laughing because she laughed when I said husky Hispanics. Oh my God. This is a terrible show. No, but honestly, saying husky Hispanics is fat phobic. Okay. I'm not gonna laugh. Why do you keep laughing when I say husky Hispanic?
Because you say husky.
I don't
say husky Hispanics.
I don't think saying that term is funny.
Say husky. So is it because it was the Hispanic or husky?
I think it's because you're laughing that I keep entertaining. You know what it is? It's the toxic. Honestly, hold on. Let me sit up. It's the toxic people around me. I don't think saying husky Hispanics is funny. I think Adrianna laughing makes me think it's funny, but it's not funny. Husky Hispanics is not a funny.
Because you say husky black people, husky blacks,
husky big girls, husky fucking fat girls. No, but honestly, husky Hispanic. No, but dead ass.
But husky Hispanics is not something to cancel something over.
No, they're gonna cancel me over husky Hispanics. Because you keep laughing.
Because you can easily say husky blacks, and that's equally funny.
There's a lot of husky niggas. Big Mama, you're on.
Husky motherfucker. Big Mama, you're on.
This is the stupidest show. No, but if you're a husky person and you happen to be Hispanic, we're not laughing at you.
I'm laughing at the general consensus.
No, I'm laughing at the fact that she laughs. So, you know what? When it's time
Why do you say husky? What was
Christy said that. Christy said something about husky Hispanics, but it was just the way she said husky Hispanics to me, it triggered a laugh factor for me. I don't know why. And I'm not that person. I'm not gonna be that person. But you know,
But were
shout
there
out to
husky blacks?
they were Hispanics and they were husky.
But blacks.
They were what you was, because you can be black and Hispanic, but when she said husky Hispanic, in my mind, I seen exactly.
We saw some husky Hispanic. Oh my God.
This is the episode. This is gonna be the one. And you know, usually I try to figure out which episode would never.
I'm not claiming that. In the name
Bitch, they gonna hate your. I just delete that R. Kelly. What episode was that when you was trying to be the devil's advocate for R. Kelly? We got.
I wasn't trying to be the devil advocate.
You were.
I was separating the man from the music.
Well, you have to separate my dick from your face. Like, it's over.
Your dick from my face?
I don't know.
Like putting your dick on my face, or like putting like.
Oh wow!
Explain.
Be that person.
I'm asking.
Be logistic.
I mean,
Be a
you
logistic.
said it. You said it, so I'm trying to break it apart.
You're gonna be a logistic ass person.
Okay, you don't have to put your hand in my face like that. I'm asking.
You fucking husky.
I'm a husky black bitch. Just say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
I was gonna say Hispanic because
I am a Hispanic. Okay?
Because I just need to make sure we clear all bases. You husky Hispanic.
You Hispanic bitch.
Stand
Wow.
up so they know you're not a husky Hispanic. You husky Hispanic.
Wow. Really, Ebony?
Wow.
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 I'm not a husky Hispanic, even though from Corpus Christi. Is that what it is? Because I'm from Corpus Christi? The tourist capital of the world?
It's just the way this show's canceled.
It's not. It's not canceled. Guys, come on, man. Y'all can't be that fucking sensitive. Y'all can't be that goddamn sensitive!
Really? So, hello, guys. Hi, I'm Natoya Ebony. And I did say some things that wasn't the things. And, you know, here over at Recovering Party Girls, we try to give a place for everybody. A home. A moment. A life.
A time.
Okay, you
I
went up for R. Kelly, so this is not the time to be.
I didn't go for R. Kelly.
Wow, this is not the time you go for the VSA.
I'm just
Adrianna did something 40 episodes ago, and she wanted to be the devil's advocate. I was confused.
I said separate the man from the music.
Hi.
Now the man is trash. The music, that's history. Okay? The man is trash. R. Kelly is trash. Music. Musically speaking.
Hey guys.
Musically speaking. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to play Step in the Name of Love at my wedding.
I won't go to her wedding, guys, because you know what I am? I'm for the people.
I'm playing Step in the Name of Love.
What the fuck is going on this Okay, anyway, so y'all, the real podcast, not you niggas in the camera.
They're the same people.
Oh, well, they are. Hello. Okay. I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna cry.
Guys, listen. God is real. Follow your intuition. Whatever is placed on your heart.
I'm sorry. Y'all got a shit show.
Shut up. I'm not done talking. Be quiet. So, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, follow what's on your heart. God speaks in the quietest of the quietest, in the quietest of voices.
Jesus whispers.
You know, whatever is meant for you, no matter
it's for you.
The space, place, or time, that's what it is. And my space is to go back home. My space is to be with my family. My space is to reconnect with my roots. And my space is to really understand the type of person I am. And I accept it. And I accept that challenge, even though it is going to be challenging, because I have not been around or lived with people in 15 years. So there is a challenge. That is a real life challenge, and I accept it, and I know that God is guiding me, and I'm grateful for my family and friends that has accepted me in. And, I look forward to the new challenges that I face. I feel like this next chapter is the best chapter. I feel like everything that I've been through is a preparation for what's to come. I feel like I've grown a lot. I've experienced a lot. I've dealt with a lot. And when I say that, I mean that. Like, from people following me home to people stalking me to people, I pulled knives out on people. I've had beer thrown at me. I've seen people die in front of me. I've known the shooter that shot somebody, that killed somebody. Like, all types of shit that just happened in life. Like, I've bared witness to it. And I'm so grateful that I don't look like what I've been through, because there's some things that I won't ever share with anybody. That's just me. That's just between me and God. And I'm just grateful for those that I'm past it. And yeah. So it's not a bad thing. It's always a good thing. It's elevation. It's moving forward. It's about changing direction. We all have the power to change directions in our lives, and you have the power to change direction in your life. So if you feel like you are stuck or stagnant in a situation, you have the power to change your life. And sometimes going backwards is a step forwards. That was dumb.
Oh, I thought.
And so that's my speech, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. This is not the last time you're going to hear from us.
Okay, so
yeah, this is not the last time.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna say
This is not the last time you're going to hear from us.
It's not. We're going to
We're still
also can y'all send us like ways to do this virtually? But anyways,
I love you, Ebony. Thank you for
Overall.
being a delightful co-host. You've been really aggy at times.
Nope.
But nonetheless, you are you are a great friend.
I'm gonna cry.
And I genuinely love you. And I know that you are on your own journey as well. And regardless.
Okay, so talking, I'm gonna cry.
No, just okay to cry. It's okay. So regardless of whatever it is, like, we have inspired so many people to start podcasts.
She's a fucking
tyrant. It's true. Like, you don't understand how many people have hit me up and said that I started my podcast because of you guys. So that alone
we record this one visually, of course.
But that alone has made me feel like, wow, okay, well, we've done what we were supposed to do, regardless of it, if we monetarily gained, which we haven't. But I think in the greater scheme of things, that we've gave people confidence to do something that
I get it.
Whatever. But I love you. And I'm so grateful for your presence in my life, regardless. And I don't want you to cry, because it's not about crying. Because it's not about
cry. Why would you do that?
It's a sad thing, Ebony. Freak. It's not a sad thing, Ebony. This is not a sad thing.
It's not a sad thing, but why would you do that? You know I like to cry.
But I love you so much. And
stop holding my hand, you weirdo. You know I like to cry.
But I do. I love you. And I don't want you to cry. It's not a bad thing. I'm not fucking... I'm not dying. But I just want to let you know, I greatly...
No.
Ebony, I'm going to be here for fucking 2 weeks.
Don't.
No, shut up! Shut up!
I just need you to not don't let me know.
Oh my God.
You know,
Don't be sad, Ebony. This is just a moment in time. Stop it! Oh my God, you guys. Yo.
It's been a week and I've been doing this. I'm so aggravating.
But you are so funny, and I love your stories, and I love that you ride for Florida so much. And you're such a Floridian, and I genuinely appreciate our time, and I love that we came together just on some, like, I didn't even know clue what the fuck a podcast was. To be honest. I had no fucking clue, but you were just like, "Can you do this with me?"
She said, "Yeah,"
and I said, "Yeah, okay."
You know, this weird bitch.
Literally,
this weird bitch said, "Yeah."
I literally had no idea what a podcast was, but you know, this journey has been very awesome, and I know that it's more to this journey than this moment, and. Okay.
No, because you don't. But we're gonna end it after this, because I like to cry anyway. So.
Yeah, she's like a really big fucking crybaby.
I am a crybaby. It's so weird.
Like you're a really big crybaby.
I cry off Hallmark commercials. I can't even look at her because I'm gonna cry. But I'm gonna miss this moment. And this moment is, so we do the show in my living room at my table. And so, not that we'll never do this again. I know she doesn't live up the street anymore. So,
Stop it. Stop! I feel like I'm dying. Oh my God!
I'm just such an emotional, ridiculous person. Why do I cry like this? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with me?
Okay, guys, we're gonna end the show. Shit, because Ebony's in a mess. Ebony's a fucking mess. We gotta go.